Morning, everyone. Just trying to get the light right sitting here in the kitchen. It's been a couple of weeks since I've posted a video, and that's because things keep changing around here. Through no fault of our own, when people are stressed, they get irrational or overwhelmed or depressed, they suffer anxiety, and that can manifest in lots of irrational behaviour and irrational decisions. So we all suffer it to varying degrees, and it's a minefield trying to manage it if we're suffering it. And it's just as much of a minefield trying to manage it when we're the person, when we're watching the person or we're living with the person or we're close friends or family with the person that it's happening to. And there's been so much around on the are you okay way of doing things. Like there's so, and it's great. So people suffering depression and anxiety and stress and overwhelm can go, I'm not okay, I'm drowning, not waving, and get the support and the help they need. People understand now there's no stigma attached to it, or there's less of a stigma attached to it, which is wonderful. And I wish, like years ago, that was the case, but it's not. It is now. So, but what would also be good is if there was a support network for those people living with, or friends with, or family with people who are suffering, whether it's depression or manic episodes or mental breakdown or early onset dementia or stress and overwhelm, any of those things. And it's not fun. And it's important that you don't lose your sense of identity and the sense of self with it. So I remember years ago, several things happened that really knocked my confidence and emotions hugely. And haven't quite got it back yet. But when you're moving house and everything you own is packed away, everything which makes you is packed away, and you add the stress and the overwhelm and the uncertainty, house sales falling through, other houses not happening, changing minds back, needing to find a job, not having enough money, all of those things create this huge vortex of depression, anxiety, stagnant behaviour, irrational behaviour. And some days it's hard to see above them. Now, I didn't know whether I was going to do this video or not. And the reason why I went ahead and did this video, and it's part one of a few in a series, I think, is just to let you know that you're not alone. If you're suffering from anxiety, depression, overwhelm, stress, if things are on top of you, you're not alone. If you are somebody living with or close friends with somebody who is experiencing that, you are not alone. I don't have any answers really, except that every day is a new day. And by being positive, not Pollyanna positive, not the glad game positive, but being raw, positive, powerful, you'll get through it. So if that means stamping your feet, if that means yelling, if that means throwing things, if that means saying it's not okay, do it. Being that doormat, being that person that everyone walks over is not a way of doing things. Being confident enough or following your intuition enough. And I'll give you an example of that. So with depression, anxiety, all those overwhelming emotions, some people turn to junk foods and sitting on the lounge as ways to cope. If you know intuitively that you need to get up and move, if you know intuitively that you need to have fruit and veg and healthy food, don't just sit there. Don't just eat the junk food. Know yourself well enough, and this is a small example, know yourself well enough to say, no, I'm going to have that salad. I'm going to have that veggie. I'm going to have something healthy. I'm going to get up and pace up and down the house if I have to, if I can't walk anywhere else. It's knowing. So it's hard to keep that positive vibe and keep that motivation happening when around you there are people who are negative. You can put on the protection cloak, that purple cloak or invisibility cloak, protecting you and pushing, repelling back all the negativity, which isn't the easiest thing to do depending on the close proximity of people. You can go out and ground yourself in nature. You can limit your proximity to other people. So sometimes when we're overwhelmed, we just don't want to talk to anyone. We just don't want to be near anyone. And even walking into a shopping centre or anywhere with loud noises or whatever can be really overwhelming. Then don't do it. Follow your intuition. Follow that little voice that tells you what you need for you. And if you are one of the people suffering from the depression, anxiety, overwhelm, whether it's aging, early onset dementia, whatever it is, that's a whole other ball game, or whole other, whatever you want to call that. And the best thing to do is to speak to a medical professional. If you are close to somebody who's going through that and you can assist them to go and seek the help they need, do so. If all you can do is be there for them and manage it and ride the wave, seek the support yourself that you need. I wasn't sure that was where this video was going to go, and I think I'll stop there now. I will do some other videos on similar topics, but just know that you're not the only one experiencing this. Know that you're not the only one dealing with this. And that I'm listening to my dog who wants to go out. He's making lots of funny noises. Know that you're not alone. There is support. There are other people experiencing it. You're not going crazy. And it's a really weird motivation video, Monday motivation video, but it is motivation because I wasn't going to do this video. I was just going to keep it all for later on when it's resolved and when it's fixed. There mightn't be a later on when it's resolved and when it's fixed. Waiting to write my stuff when it's all fixed. There mightn't be a later on. Like anything can happen. So take the time to do what's important. Take the time to do what you love. Take the time to make a difference in your own life now. Motivation Monday. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.